Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Lewis. Lewis is from England but he lives in North Wales in the UK. So let's see what Lewis has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Lewis, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you, William?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for the opportunity.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Well, to start off, I'm a little bit ill, so it's not the best. My family are back down in London area at the moment because they're getting married in August, and before we moved up here, they pre-booked for their place down there, so they're currently down the menu tasting for the whole weekend whilst I'm looking after 3 kids. But yeah, so it's going well.
Oh my God, who's getting married?
So my mum and stepdad.
Oh my God, it's so sweet. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Well,
wow.
I've watched my dad and stepmom get married, and now I've got to watch my mum and stepdad get married. So such fun.
I love it. You are ready for both. Yeah, you're ready for them to help them
Yeah.
out. That's
perfect.
So tell me, absolutely. And tell me, where are you from, Lewis?
So I used to live on the outskirts of Reading. And then I used to work with my family as well, and we had a bit of complications with work at the start of the year, and some things happened, like private life happened, and things between my ex-partner and blah blah blah. So we moved up to Wales with my stepdad's parents to start fresh, and we've been here since July last year, so it's going on a year already. My God, it's gone so quick. But no, we're loving life. The views. You wake up and you see sheep and hear like mountains. It's just amazing. It is. So it's like the perfect opportunity that if we didn't take, we'd never get the option to take it again. So it done us a massive favor in the long.
And tell me, what do you do for work, for living? What you're doing right now,
Lewis? So at the moment, we so the company we was meant to be coming up to run. Well, not the company. So we used to work for the same company that we were meant to take over the pub up here. That is the only one around. There's a bit of complications around that, so it's a little while until we actually, get to take over the pub. But at the moment, we're just having a look around to see what's going. At the moment, me and Mum are jobless, which is not the best. Not what we wanted and hoped for. My stepdad works out of the area as well, so he's working, which is okay. But yeah, so it's sort of like we've got nothing at the moment until such times as we do have something, but like there's not really anything available for us to go straight into, which is a bit harder as well.
I see. I'm sure the thing's gonna work out in the right time. Everything happened in the right time.
Yeah, I think as well, it's where we, when we moved, where we moved, and so much has happened last year. We moved, and then before we know it, Christmas happened, and it's sort of like, oh my God, and our heads just going everywhere. But a fresh start, and it hopefully should be a good year coming. So can't wait, really.
Amazing. So tell me, so far, what has been the highlight of 2025 for you?
Personally, my mental health has gotten a lot better. I was struggling last year quite a bit. We lost my granddad and things like that, and then it went downhill a bit, and then it was like a roller coaster ride last year, so it wasn't really the best one ever. But I think again, where we've moved and we've got the option to have a fresh start, and new year as a whole big great family, and we get to be together all the time, it's made it so much better. My mental health again has gone skyrocketing, so it's like amazing. The best stage you could potentially be at, really. So I think that's the main highlight of my year so far. Can't jinx it, we're only 11 days into 2025, but yeah, it seems to be a good thing so far. So yeah.
Okay, Lewis, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Sure.
Welcome to William and the Magic. So I've got here my best friend, Flo. Run the fun questions, okay? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Yeah.
Louis, during the interview, if comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah.
Right. First question for you is, what 3 things do you want to be remembered for?
I think for the friendliness, I'm outgoing, and I'm very upbeat as a person, and I like people to remember that don't be scared to open up, because it's going to happen at some point. Again, it may go down to the trust thing, but that's the person who the person is as a whole. But I think mainly my main thing would be my friendliness. My second thing would be my work ethic. So when it comes to work, I'm very, I'm on it. I get the job done, without being told what to do. I get it done. I mean, for my old job, I used to be a shift supervisor, so I knew what I was doing anyway, really. I wasn't a horrible shift supervisor. I was very, relaxed and chilled. As long as the job got done, perfect. Bob's your uncle. My third thing, what would I be remembered by? I'm very kind as well. I think that's what I think. I am very kind. If somebody needs help, I will help them. Whether or not if I'm struggling myself, I will, do anything to help anybody else. And it's like a case of one for one. You help that person that you helped, they help you out. And I think that's the most beautiful way about life is you help one to help another, and it's all respect. It really is a massive part of my life. As long as I can get the help, I can guarantee to help you as well when you need it. But yeah, it is the one thing, the third main thing that I would like to be remembered by.
And when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Lewis? What do you like the most about being you?
I think I'm just open-minded, and I've got a big warm heart. So if anyone's struggling, I am going to be there for them, all the time. And it's quite upsetting to see people struggle a lot, but you send them a message and say you're always there for them. Like I'm not always, I may be busy most of the time, but I may not be busy. And having given them the option that you can call me, you can talk to me, things like that, is like they may not just because we're friends, and we could be friends with other people, and you didn't want them to know, I don't I don't open up to anybody else about other people's problems, because that's not their life. That's between me and them. If they want to let me know, if they don't, that's fine, but always know that there is the option to open up and speak to somebody all the time. And there's multiple things and multiple places where you could go to get help. But if you don't want the higher help, I'm always there for you.
Amazing. Good. Very good. Next question. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You okay? Comfortable?
Yeah.
Perfect. Next question for you is, what hurt your feelings?
What hurts my feelings? I think the most important thing was growing up at school, through primary and secondary. It wasn't easy at all. I was bullied a lot, and I could never get my head around as to why I was bullied and things like that. But it was just, there was a lot of bullies at school, and there still is, which is really upsetting. But what made me overcome myself was the fact that when I hit college, I changed, and I then began to have the friends that I should have had growing up through school that were then there for me at college and up and onwards. And I've not been in education for 3 years. I've not needed to be in education. 4 years going on this year, actually, which is also scary to think about. But people are not there for the rest of your life. It is sometimes you've got to learn to up and move on. Again, and it's the same for family as well. You build your bond, and you may not want to lose them, but sometimes it is the case where doing so can help you physically, mentally, you know, things like that. And I think that is, again, the main reason, like main thing that has hurt me most. I can't really sit there and think of anything else off topic, because it's not really, you know, there's things that have hurt me, but you know, it's like just the little things that can't spring to mind right now. But I think that was, and that is the main thing that has hurt me the most growing up.
Saying that, knowing the person you are today, you know, the place you are today, if you had the superpower of erasing that part of your life where you're bullied at school, you wasn't easy, people were pick on you, would you do it? Would you erase it, or would you keep it, knowing the person you are today?
I would keep it, because without that, I'm not who I am. You know, I am not who I am. I may have been, you know, annoying, weird, and, you know, things like that at school, but I've learned from people that I've been surrounded by for, you know, 10 years of my lifetime, that something good always comes out in the end. You just got to keep pushing yourself through, and you know, it's the case for everybody. You know, you just keep fighting, keep going, and you're gonna get there one way or another. Don't let yourself down because of what other people are saying, doing, things like that. If they're telling you to do something, don't do it. You know, it's your life. You take that option, but you never know what could be the outcome. So I wouldn't, you know, risk it and push through and just keep going, and you'll get there.
Have you forgiven those people?
No, because, you know, even, you know, college wise, I went to college with the group that, you know, like my small group that I had in school. I went with them, and, you know, after college and even after school, you know, my best friend of 15 years, we don't speak anymore. You know, and we went from the first year of primary all the way to the last year of secondary. You know, we don't speak anymore. So it is like, I don't need to forgive anyone. I don't need to forgive, because they've done what they've done. But again, without what they've done, I'm not who I am today.
I see.
You know, we moved here as a family, no friends, not knowing anyone. And I've come out for the better, and I've got better friends. And, you know, like my best friend from up here, I've got more of a strong bond with her than my best friend from back at home, you know, and we've only known each other for 4 months so far. And it is just amazing. You just, you know, again, things are like a positive always comes out of a negative.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, so let's say that those new friends that you enjoy a lot, their company, they're watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say?
Personally, I would like to thank them as a whole, and, you know, a collective, even as a group, because they've made me live, they made me learn. And, you know, it's 4 months into our friendship, and it's been the best 4 months ever. We may have had our little ups and downs, and that's not because alcohol was related, but even so, you know, we are just so strong as a friendship, and I love them honestly for it. Like, love them massively, and I cannot forgive for the fact that they're there for me as well, and, you know, I'm there for them. And there's, you know, we do have our own battles on a daily, on, you know, like my side of the family, their side of the family, but we work together to try and not let it bring us down as a whole. And it's just it's amazing. And when I'm around them, I'm, you know, never less the better of myself, you know. And be who I want to be around them, which is fantastic. So thank you very much, guys.
Oh, amazing. I can see Danny smiling right now watching.
Yeah, I don't smile that much. Yeah, no, that's a personal message to all of them. So thank you.
Beautiful. Next question. Right, Luis, before the next question, of course, we got connected through TikTok, through social media, yeah? So my question for you is, tell me the idea behind your page, you know, when you are connect with people through social media, what's the idea behind?
Well, so it's only come to mind really that I actually do want to be a influencer, or you know, I want to, I can't remember. I want to be a podcaster as well. It's come to mind recently, and, you know, I see people do what they do, and, you know, I can do the same, or I like to think I can do the same. And, you know, it's starting somewhere. But, you know, going through TikTok to start off with, is, I just love being myself. I'm weird on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. I do post random stuff on there, but people like it and people like what I do, and it's amazing. And this time 5 years ago, I was getting nowhere, and it's helped me out massively. And Facebook, again, that's my second, second, not favorite, but TikTok's my favorite, but second is Facebook. That's again, weird stuff, but why not? You live, love, laugh. And Snapchat and Instagram I put as a conjoined thing, because they're my main social media, main platform I speak on, and that's my connections all through that way. And I just am who I am, and I love when people just like what I do. But I think TikTok, I have focused myself on a lot more because people are on there a lot more and can see and like to see what other people do. So to have an idea of wanting to be a podcaster or an influencer, I think the best way would be to go through TikTok. My idea is to be like GK Barry, who started her fame on TikTok as well. And, she's now an influencer. She's famous and, things like that. It just thinking that if she can do this, why can't I do this? And yeah, I just love it so much. Love what I do. I think personally, I think I'm just a funny person, but yeah.
Very good. Okay, next question for you is, what can make you cry and what can make you really happy?
What could make me cry? I think sometimes I do have a down day, and I don't have the motivation to get out of bed and do what I should be doing as a 19-year-old. So sometimes thinking about the happy times that we've had, the sad times, it is not the best. But I think it is where I have the non-motivational days that gets me down the most, because I could be doing a lot more. But sometimes you need the sense to cry. I'm not gonna lie, I am a very emotional person. So like when for a prime example, when I'm a Celebrity was on last year, and all the everyone met the families come on to say hello and things like that, and it was so like seeing them cry would make me cry, and seeing sad videos on TikTok and things like that would make me upset. Seeing my mum in a not happy state herself gets me upset. So I am a massive emotional thinker, and I do overthink a lot as well. The happy side would be the amount of family time I get at the moment, to be honest with you, because as soon as I hit 16, I went straight into work. I was working all the time, every day. I wasn't getting rarely a chance to actually spend time with my family. And now we've got the option to start again. And, me and mum haven't got a job at the moment, like I was saying at the start. We've built a stronger bond than what we would have had when we were back home, because we're not working and we can be with each other and do things and things like that. So I think that's what makes me happy, as well as the friends that I've got up here now that I didn't think I needed, but I really did need. So they're my happy times in life.
Do you believe that happiness is a choice?
It's a 50-50, really. It is a 50-50. If you want to be happy, you can be happy. Nobody's saying you can't be happy, but if you want to be sad and down and things like that, that's who you are. If you don't like socializing around with people, and you feel happier on your own, it is what it is at the end of the day. Don't let it get you down because of it. Like, you may see other people out with hundreds of people and going and doing things, but sometimes it's the safer option and easier option just to be by yourself. So I can't sit there and say if being happy is a choice, because it's not a choice. So
I totally agree with you. I think happiness, I understand sometimes you know, it can be a choice if you, you know, if you can put your mind on it. But sometimes as well, you don't have the, you know, you just cannot be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's okay as well. It's okay. It's not wrong with that. I think our moods can be up and down. Can be no, it is all the time.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
And you need both, you know what I mean? It's good because sometimes when you are sad, there is something behind. You learn a lesson. There's something that life is trying to teach you. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't see straight away, but after when you recover, you go like, okay, now I understand why I went through that. So everything is a way of learning somehow. I know happiness. Sometimes we are so happy you don't see the message because you are exploding of happiness. However, you know what I mean. Sad times as well, they're important and they're necessary. It's good to be there, but don't stay there too long. Try to kind of
exactly.
Next question. Ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Next one. You like dancing?
Love dancing. You should see my TikToks. Or me out in a nightclub. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. The next question is, who do you count the most for help?
I don't really. I don't count on anybody, you know. And I've been that way for years, really. I'm the type of person to run away from my problems, and because I think that's the easier option. It may come back and bite me in the backside, you know, a couple of years or, you know, down the line. But I don't rely or count or ask for help myself. If somebody wants to help me and, you know, I can trust them to tell them what's going on and, you know, trust them not to tell anyone or things like that, then I will tell them. But I don't, like, even with my close ones, like my mum and my dad, where my mum goes through so much herself, it's so unfair to put all my stuff on her shoulders at the same time as what she's going on. So I'd rather keep myself in, not let anybody know that, you know, I'm struggling. And so I'm still, even though, you know, it's people may not see it or think it, but I am still happy and upbeat within myself. And I think that's what helps me as well. Like when I'm down, I do go on TikTok and I post a lot more because it changes my mood on things as well, and that kind of takes my mind off of things, which is a massive bonus. And, you know, just getting out, like, you know, going outside, walking the dogs, just getting fresh air, that helps me lift my spirits up a bit as well. And I think it's changed a lot more since we've moved up to Wales rather than being back down there, because I'm surrounded by the same people all the time, but up here I'm not, so it's a lot different. But I've not really had, you know, a really bad day where, you know, I can't and I won't, and, you know, it's been quite, well, last year was a very emotional roller coaster for everyone, and then, you know, we moved up here. My moods and things like that have changed, so I've not had to face the fact that I need to run away to get away from the problem, which is you know, a massive bonus. So I think moving up here and, you know, doing what we did was the best option for each and every one of us. You know, if I could recommend to, you know, move away and start again to everybody that sees this, do it. If you can, do it. You know, it is probably the best option you can take. Even you leave all the old behind and come in with the new. It is, you know, the best option you could possibly take. So if you could, I would. I honestly would.
I like that. And you know, starting something new, or, you know, it's okay. It can happen anytime. And also, I think this time of the year, so it's a good time because it's starting a new week. Now it's a great time of day when people start making new resolutions. People, they are trying to start something new and take more challenges. I think it's a good way. It's a good time of the year, for sure.
Indeed.
Big questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, you're talking about your granddad in the beginning of the interview. When you think about him, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
I don't really have any. That's the thing. I don't really have any because, again, where we grew up, and, you know, he didn't want a part of our life.
Oh, I see. I understand why.
I think, now thinking of it, actually, I think the best memory I've had of him was or for him was to move out and give him the option that he could, sleep on a bed, because he wasn't doing that before, and giving the option that he could, then live the rest of his life happy, was the massive, most biggest bonus I have ever done. And he's been a fighter for a year and a half, and it went after a year, and then we were told that if it comes back, then there's nothing they can do about it. And I also had said from a young age that, if somebody that I know or I'm close with do end up with that, that unfortunate illness, I would shave my head. So I did. I shaved it for him when we found out it come back again. So I think that also made me happy. It made me look happy, but it made me happy.
Oh, that's sweet. Sweet. Okay, that's my favorite question of the Magic Box and came up to you. Okay, right. Send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell who this message is for.
I'm going to say it to everyone as a general, really.
Okay.
Right, so I'll start off. Right, if you're having a bad day, don't let it get you down. Don't put yourself down in a bad mood because you're not at the happy point in time. We all have problems, we all struggle, and you're never alone. You've got everyone there by your side, even if you need to ask for help, even if you don't, they are there for you, and you may not think that, but they are. If you're thinking about, you're having you're really down in your mental health, think of how that will affect other people. I know, and it may sound horrible to say it, but we need you here. You may not like it, but we need you here, because without you being a part of the family or their family, or the group, your friendship group, just going to turn out for the worst for everyone, and we don't want that. So keep fighting, keep smiling, because you can always start again. And like I said, if your family are thinking about moving and you don't want to, you've got your friends here, start again. It is the best thing we have ever done and we will ever do. So keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep pulling, and you will win. Something positive will happen in the end.
Wow, what a message. My goodness, I love it. My God. Are you sure you are 19 years old?
Well, I turned 20 in June, but I'm a very, I'm very different to my sister. So, my sister, she's 21, turning 22 this year, and she's got more of a kid mentality than I do. And we're seen as complete opposite. So, I'm mentally above her, but her age is bigger than mine.
She's not here to defend herself, okay? It's not fair. I'm joking. I love it. No, it's interesting. It's so funny, Lewis, because when I was your age, actually, when I was 19 years old, I literally left Brazil on my own, and I moved all the way to Europe alone. Yeah. Lovely lady, of course. I call her my second mom. I knew her, but we didn't know each other at the time, and we became very close.
Yeah.
But amazing to talk to someone around this year. As I said, you come across, the way you talk, the way your point of views, the way you approach life. You come across as an older person, but it's amazing.
That's because I've had to start from square one multiple times, so with my mum's ex-partner, I had to, I was kicked out, and, my granddad, when he moved in, I moved out, and, I started from square one about 10 times in the past 2 years, and there was one time I moved to London and I lived on my own. I was there for months and months, and then, my mental health went down really badly, and, I begged for my mum to let me move back in, and so she did. And then I moved out since from there for a while, and then when I found out that her and her ex-partner broke up, then I moved back in, because without him I knew I could live the years I needed to regain with my mum. So it was it's done me a good thing, and the fact that I've been there and done it by myself, I can sit there and help people. And, you know, it may seem like I put myself first and say, you know, I've had to face the hard times, but I really have, you know, I really have had to do it myself. So I can sit there and give advice. And with if I wasn't able to do it or hadn't done it before, I wouldn't be able to give the advice I could give now, because it's, you know, I wouldn't know what it was like or is like or was like.
Yeah,
But now I can sit there and, you know, say what I need to say.
life is a university that you go through, and you learn a lot through
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Life is a place to, you know, we are grateful for it, because sometimes, most of the time, life teaches lessons that it meant to happen for us, it meant to make us a better person, you know,
yeah.
to grow, and you know, helping people and healing is all about life. That's what
Yeah.
makes life exciting.
No, indeed, and I agree with you on that one as well, massively.
2 questions left. Let's do it. You okay?
Yeah.
Good. Next question is, who is your biggest idol, and what have you learned with this person?
I think it would be my mum. It would be my mum personally, because she has gone through so many ups and downs and that, but she keeps fighting. She has
Great.
5 kids, and, you know, aging from 5 years old all the way to 22, and
Wow.
she has fought every single one of them kids, and she will keep fighting until she can't fight no more. And that's what I love about her so much. You know, she is my biggest idol. You know, she has fought, and it is again down to the case where keep going, keep pushing, keep going, keep trying, keep, you know, keep facing life as you are, and again, something positive will come out. Her kids will grow up, you know, her 5-year-old will be 30, and, you know, she may be 80, but she can relax. She can let go and, you know, enjoy life more, because she hasn't got the kids around her 24/7 like she does now. But that was down to her, you know, that was down to her. She was up wanting to face a life like that, and she has, and she just kept going. So she's amazing. She is, honestly, hand on heart.
Oh, beautiful. I'm sure she's going to be very happy to watch this interview and see that, for sure.
I hope so.
What's the biggest difference between you and your mom, and the biggest similarity?
We're funny.
Uh-huh.
We can have a laugh, you know. We before Christmas, you know, alcohol may have been involved, and, you know, we had a few to drink, we went out, we done things, and, you know, we come back and, you know, the wrapping paper rolls, we were fighting like a, you know, a general happy mother son fight, and it's just amazing. You know, I've got so many more memories and so many happier memories with her now than, you know, and I can prove to show them, and, you know, than what I had this time 2-3 years ago. So I'm always going to thank myself to keep going, and thank my mum as well. So it has been, you know, that is our biggest similarity, that we are just so alike. You know, I don't look like my mum, I don't look like my dad, but we are so similar. It is amazing. So yeah.
Last question, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Last question.
Let's go.
But before the last question, Lewis, you talk very, very open about mental health in the beginning of the interview. In your opinion, what's the biggest cause of mental health issues nowadays in the world?
I think it is the main biggest thing is trust. And I think a lot of people can sit there and agree with me. You know, you let somebody into your life, you let them meet your family, things like that, and, you know, you're open and you're around them, and, you know, you do things because you want to be happy. You want to be happy, but sometimes it never turns out for the positive. It never, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people can stand up with me and say that trust is the main thing to mental health, because, and overthinking, you overthink and you think of the worst, not the good, you know, and everybody does that. Everybody does that. You always overthink for the worst, but you never know. It could turn out for a positive. And I can sit there and say that I'm exactly the same. I am exactly the same. I overthink. And it is, and trust. It's my trust will different to what it was, but it's still not 100%. But it is and the overthinking, you overthink too much. It brings you down. It brings you down. You get upset. Yeah. You do things you don't want to do. And I'm not going to sit there and, name the stuff because I'm sure you could imagine. But my main factor, I think, and I have seen is trust. It is trust for mental health causes. I can't, and family wise as well, when you have a family disagreement, that's not always the best thing ever, and your family is meant to be your main supporter. It is. You see your parents arguing and, you don't like it. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Take yourself away from the situation, deflect from it, put some music on, go outside, put some music on, read a book, deflect yourself from it to stop it from happening, Yeah. And everyone can do so. Everyone can do so. So you just got to believe in yourself. It is. You've got to believe in yourself.
Last question, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Last question is, if you could be in somebody's skin, somebody's place for 24 hours, who that would be and why? For any reason.
Where would I want to be? As a joke, I'm going to say this one. I would like to be in GK Barry's shoes for a day and see what it's like as a celebrity, because I want to, that's what I want to be when I'm older. That's just a little joke one. But I think, again, it would be with my mum. And I'm currently looking after my 3 siblings as it is. But I want to see in her, because my mind's different to her mind. I would like to see what's going on through her mind, how she's facing it, how she's dealing with it, how she can, have 5 kids at the same time. How can she do what she got, what she can do and do all the things on a daily. I would like to see that would be the main thing that I would like to see and do if I had the superpower to do so.
Wow. Send hello from me to her, okay?
I will do. Thank you very much, William.
Amazing. It's not the end yet, okay? Let's play now the word association game. I'm going to say some words, just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Yep.
Let's start with family.
Love.
Money.
Rich.
Fear.
Ooh. That's quite a hard one, to be fair. Overcome.
Life.
Live.
Love.
Laugh.
Religion.
Believe.
Politics.
Rubbish.
Desire.
I wouldn't know what to think of that one. Desire. Enjoy.
Okay. Regrets.
Can I give 2 for that one?
Yes.
Don't give up. No, that's 3. Don't give up.
Okay, I love it. Success.
Oh, fantastic.
Wish.
Oh, I can't. It's quite hard, to be fair. But what do I say for wish? I'd say probably believe again.
Okay. Happiness.
Enjoy.
One word for North Wales.
Beautiful.
One word for England.
Rubbish.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, I'd say common for England. Very common.
Okay. And the last one now, if you could define all your videos on TikTok, in one word, what that would be?
Funny.
Amazing. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your lovely mom for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, define Lewis in one positive word and one negative word only. What should say?
Annoying for the negative. Bright for the positive.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's play now, Lewis, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Hey, Lewis, you can ask me a question now.
Right, so what do you want to get out of these videos and, these interviews? What's your main ambition and aim for?
Amazing, great question. You know what? I would love to have a talk show one day, yeah, on TV. I'd love to be able to have the Magic Box in a bigger proportion. I want to travel the world, do interviews, meeting my guests on the show. I had over 1,300 interviews on the shows already, on the show, like already made, people all over the planet. And I'd love to have like a second talk with them, like in person, to talk more deep about some topics that they shared here on the show. And I think some, I have other projects as well connected with the Magic Box, and I can wait to one day to expand more the channel. I'm working really hard for my YouTube channel to be monetized, and one day I just want to have full time just in the Magic Box, working full time just on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal.
How would you start? What would you do to start, apart from, doing what you're doing now?
What do you mean? Like
How
how
would
I start?
how would you start to host your show? Would you start, in a small room somewhere with, with your phone, with a couple of cameras, or
I think that's I would. Good question, actually. I never thought about that. How would start? I think that would be the same way as I started. Like I just had my phone. I just had some questions. I think it will start in a way that it will come somehow naturally. You know what I mean? When I have the opportunity to see, could be simple as well. Could be a room, could be somewhere, a studio or a small studio. I think when come in the right time, I will embrace it, and I will. It's interesting when you said about you would like to be a podcaster one day. I think the main thing for you is just to start doing it. You know what I mean? Just start somehow. I remember when I started doing the show, I was worried about the light, about the way I talk, the way the music or the questions. And I said to myself, you know what, just start it. You're going to learn through the process. And I learn every day, and I learn still. I'm learning still. When I see my very first interviews, I go like, oh my God, I don't want to watch that, because the way I talk, the way I speak very fast, I still do.
yeah,
But I was, still speaking very fast. I didn't let my guests talk properly. So again, it's a learning curve. You learn doing it. You know what I mean? So I think when I had the opportunity to have a podcast, a show together, I'm sure I'm gonna learn like through the process as well. So
yeah.
yeah, I think it will come in the right time, and I will learn through the process. So that's how I see.
The thing is, again, when it comes to the phrase, like I said, don't go around thinking, what if you go,
Yeah,
do it.
just do it.
Yeah.
Just start it. Don't put obstacles. Just start it, and one point you're gonna learn the process. That's how it happens.
Even if it's in your living room,
Yeah.
if you're more than happy for people to come in and start
Yeah.
something, do it. Just get it
Yeah.
going.
Totally.
That's a cheaper way around it to start off with. So just get it done.
And whatever meant to happen, whatever meant to be, it will be somehow. It will
Yeah,
be what meant to be for you. It will find a way to get to you. So
yeah.
that's how. Well, did you enjoy the interview?
I did indeed. Thank you very much. I think it's
Thank
helped massively, really, and I hope people can recognise from it and relate a lot as well, and take the fact that you're not alone. So
Amazing.
I think it will. I hope it helps people that do watch it.
Totally. Thanks again, Lewis, for the interview. It's so fascinating to see someone so young with this bright thoughts. You know what I mean? You have, as you mentioned before, you went through so much in life already. You had so many situations in your life, and you are still going. You're still keeping. You're still positive. You have this positive mindset, and I think that's amazing to see someone so young and already with this way of approaching life. I think it's very fascinating to see. Carry on, you know what I mean? Again, your love to your mom as well is so beautiful to see. You know,
Yeah,
support, and I think it's amazing to have, someone around us that we can keep it on and keep supporting us. So carry on
I
with
think
your dreams as well. Podcast, you want to be influencer, anything that comes along, just go for it.
this is what's helped me the most. I believe because of this. So my nan got me this as when I was 17 for my birthday. It's a necklace of Saint Christopher, and we all know the meaning. Safe travels and things like that, and that has helped. I've had a lot more luck and you know, my health is better because I have been wearing it a lot more, and I do believe that this is what it's meant to be. So, which again, I think that's what has given me the positive thing. And you know, I'm atheist myself. You know, I'm not religious, but it has, you know, it has really helped me, which I think is, you know, a good massive part of my life. So, yeah.
Amazing. I was about to ask you to say a positive message, but you just said now, so it's amazing.
So thank you for what you've said as well. So honestly,
thank you. The pleasure is so, and I do mean it. I think it's amazing to see you so, you know, so young and again keeping strong and going after your dreams and being positive. Carry on like that.
Yeah.
Thanks. And in regards to your family, to your siblings, and to your lovely mom as well. And you keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. See you later.
Yeah. Bye bye. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.